Alex, the last time I saw you was in Misano during the test, and you were smiling from ear to ear when I asked you about the Ducati and the possibility to ride on the Ducati. Is the reality better than the expectations were?
About performance from the bike, no, because I was already expecting a really good bike and a bike that adapts to many styles. But it's true about my performance and how I adapt to the bike was better than what I expect. So really happy for that, and I mean, it's like a pleasure always to ride the Ducati, because it's a bike that gives to you confidence, gives to you feeling, and it's the most important for a rider.
This is the private team. You were in a private team with Honda, you were in the factory team with Honda. How big of a difference is working with Japanese engineers and working with Ducati engineers, even though it's a private team?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, as you said, it's a private team. This one of Gresini. In LCR, it's true that it was a private team, but I had the official contract with HRC. But honestly speaking, it's much better to work with European. I mean, everything more clear, all the information more clear. They are more direct to you to say the things. They make a lot of analysis, and it's something good for the rider. So everything is like more clear, much better, and to react about problems and all this, they are much easier than Japanese. Japanese need to work more and analyze more the things and then decide. Europeans, we are like more direct to find a solution.
Do you feel like the connection also of the team with Gigi Dall'Igna, with Bologna, is helping you out with the performance, with development?
Yeah, sure. I mean, every day they make a lot of analysis, a lot of meetings, and every day you have some answers to your problems, and this is something that is always helpful. And yeah, later on they have many bikes on track, so it's easier also to get the point and to understand the situations. And I mean, but it's there. They have many people, but the organization is really good and really nice. So in the end, you can have 100 people that if you have not a good organization, will be a disaster. So the point that they have really good is the organization that they have and the position of every guy that they understand really well.
Was it? My next question was about those 8 bikes. I mean, the last weekend was just amazing. 8 bikes in the first 10 in Sachsenring. Did it help you to have all the data from Pecco, from Enea, from Jack from last year, to understand the bike, to analyze the data before the season, and also during the weekends? Does it help you to have access to all this stuff?
Yeah, for sure, especially during the weekend. Always it's difficult to compare from last year laps and this, because every year the condition can be different, the wind, the grip of the level. But yeah, every weekend you have a lot of information. You need to analyze in a good way, because you can be also loose in some point, analyze many different riding styles. So always you need to focus in 1, 2, the fastest ones, and always analyze and compare with that riders.
You were with Honda. When you were riding the Honda, were you expecting them to have such big problems this year? Did you feel like something is going wrong there?
Honestly speaking, I was feeling that, or I had the feeling that the reaction were much bigger, because last year in the end they did a not bad working, putting things like new aerodynamic package, new items, and they were coming quite good with Mark in the last races. But from that reaction, they didn't make another one. So they are with the same things like they had it in the last year, and they are there in that level. So it's not any problem anymore. But yeah, it's a little bit strange to see a factory like Honda with the problems.
You are a brother of a guy who never gives up, and I'm not talking about Lewis Hamilton. I'm talking about Mark. Last weekend we saw him first time that he cracked, and after what happened during the whole weekend, were you surprised to see him this down, and that he, because it was, I'm commentating for the last 14 years, MotoGP, and I never saw him this depressed.
I mean, for sure he was a little bit depressed, but the people also need to understand that after 5 crashes and 2 high sides, he was not 100% also physically, and was crazy to make the race. Later on, when he arrived Monday or already on Sunday, his ankle was like this. He had some pain on the finger, that he had a fracture, more hematomas everywhere, so it was the right decision. But I mean, it's normal. When you go to a track that you love it and you have many problems, it's true, no? That you have, and also how you go to that weekend, that you expect to be fast and to be there and try to win the race. So it's that shock, no? That many times that he didn't expect it, or nobody expected it, because it's like this, but it's the reality for Honda and for him also.
On the lighter note, how are you handling him being a lovebird right now, being in love and...
No, good. I mean, normal things. It's a normal situation on the life. He's 30 now, so you know he's on time, but just a little bit late to have girlfriend. So it's normal things on life.
And I have to ask this because we always, with my co-commentator Adam, we always we are great fans of your father.
Yes.
And we are wondering, how on earth is he not having a heart attack after heart attack watching you guys on track, and also your mother, who's not always here, she's watching at home. How are they handling you guys?
I mean, it's something normal. I think when you already pass many years, it's for sure it's difficult to control the nerves, but you get used to more. So I think it's normal. They suffer a lot, my mother and my father, also my grandfather, everybody on my family, but it's something normal. But it's what they said. It's better now that they suffer during 40 minutes than when I was in Moto2, they were 40 minutes suffering plus 40 more with the MotoGP race. So now in one, they do both brothers and they give back them.
Okay, so when will I see you on the podium?
I hope really soon. I think after Argentina we lose, I would say like that, many opportunities of try to get on the podium again and try to win my first MotoGP race, like in Austin, Le Mans, and all this. But we were, unfortunately, I would say, and in Le Mans I did my mistake. So you know, it's not the best situation to have 3 zeros in the middle of the championship that were not for our fault. So it's a shame because we are back on the championship, but I think we have half of the season in front of us and we can make a good job.